Hey everybody, it's Tammy with On Point Accents and Designs. Welcome to my channel. Don't pay attention to my mouth. I had oral surgery earlier in the week and my face is still swollen, but I wanted to do this video with you guys today. So I want to compare sublimation paper. So I have a sub, which I use all the time. And I have HTVRONT, which I just recently started using, the HTVRONT, and I like it. And then I have Stees Sublimation Paper, which I just got today. The packaging is beautiful, and look at the back of it. So pretty. So we're gonna compare all those. I also have kangaroo paper, which I'm not even gonna bother with because it jams my sublimation printer. So you may have luck with it. I don't. I'm never buying it again. It gets jammed in my sublimation printer. And then just a tip hack, what I'm gonna be sublimating on today is just pieces of material. I get this at Walmart. It's 2 yards of pre-cut poly cotton. And it is 65% poly, 35% cotton. And I do this a lot for my Etsy store and my website. I cut it and fold it to look like a shirt. And I do all of my samples on it, so I'm not wasting t-shirts. So this is what we're gonna use today, and we will compare these papers and see what we think. Okay, so I cut the fabric, and I am just going to pre-press it to get out the moisture. Get the moisture out. Okay, we'll go ahead and print a design to the Eco Tank. I use an Eco Tank for my sublimation, and I am in Silhouette Studio. I have Business Edition, and I'm just printing out this flip-flop paper here. Make sure that I'm on my sublimation printer. I have several printers, so make sure I'm on the correct one and print. Okay, this one is the Stees paper that's printing now. And the next one is going to be the HTVRONT. And I won't make y'all watch all of that. This one that I'm printing right now is still the Stees. And I have, mine prints very slow. You want your sublimation prints to print slow for higher quality. You just need to go into your settings. Okay, so this, yeah, I need to do a head cleaning. See that black part? Okay, so this is the Stees. It looks pretty vibrant for just being printed out. And the next one that we're going to do is the HTVRONT. So let's go ahead and get that one going. And then we'll do the A sub, and then we'll get to pressing all of them and see what we think. Okay, so we've got them all printed. This one is the HTVRONT, and it says it on the back. This one is the A sub. And then this is the Stees. I am most excited about trying the Stees. This is my first time ever trying. Okay, so I've got my paper set up. Let's get some paper to go on top. And I think I want to do Stees first because I am most anxious to try it. If you guys do sublimation and you are not familiar with Brittany Mata, you haven't been doing sublimation long. So this is the back of the Stees front. We'll go ahead and put it down on our fabric. I did not use my lint brush, but we're just doing a piece of fabric just for testing, so no big deal. I'm gonna go ahead and tape it so we don't get any ghosting, so that we can get a true idea of what the paper looks like on a print, and we can decide which one we like best. All right, so I'm hoping for a lot of ink release on this one. And I'm gonna go ahead and put paper down because you don't want to get anything on your press. All right, so I'm gonna put the exact same way on every single one so that we're fair. All right, I'm gonna push it in. This is my new heat press from Heat Press Nation. I love it. And I'm pressing at 390 for 60 seconds. That's what works best for me. You guys do whatever works best for you, you know, depending on your humidity in your area, depending on the temperature outside, you may need to adjust your press. 390 at 60 seconds on solid white. If I'm doing a bleach shirt, I do 380 for 60 seconds. So yeah, it's just preference of what's best for you. So this one is the Bees Tees. So first, I got it today, so I could not wait to try it out. I've heard so much about it and I'm excited. So let me pull my, I have this recycle bucket because I'm making a lot of paper. So I'm gonna put that right there. You don't want to reuse paper because it'll get ink on it. It could ruin your next project. So I don't reuse paper. Don't reuse paper. It will ruin your project. All right, so this one's ready. I'm so excited. Can't wait to see it. All right, pull it out. There's a handle there. And pull off my waste paper. So I'm bringing you in for the big reveal. This is the Bees Tees. And just pull it straight off. As you can see, there was a lot of ink release. I'm gonna keep this so we can compare. And then it printed beautifully. Look at that, gorgeous. All right, so next let's do the HTVRONT. All right. Usually I change this bottom one, but there's no ink on it, so I'm just gonna leave it. And so this one is the HTVRONT, see that? And we'll go ahead and tape that down. I always tape my projects. Tape's cheap. Shirts are not, so I don't want ghosting. I'm gonna lay this out the exact same way I did for the Bees Tees. And this one's the HTVRONT. Usually I use butcher paper on top, but I don't wanna waste it, so. All right, it's pushing it in. 60 seconds with this one. Okay, this is the HTVRONT that's ready. So let's do the reveal on this. We'll go ahead and take the paper off the top. Ooh, that's hot. All right, let's pull this back to reveal. Okay, so this is the HTVRONT. It is not as much ink release as it is on the Bees Tees, I don't think. It did do that whole ribbon there, but not as much ink release. And then the design's beautiful though. I don't think the ink release matters as long as the design is pretty and comes out vibrant. So let's set this aside and we will do the A-sub. It did go through onto this, so I'm gonna get out another piece of butcher paper real quick. That's why you always want to put down butcher paper or some sort of paper, because you want to protect your heat press. If you get that on your heat press, you're in trouble. I have gotten it on my platen before, and I have this special stuff. I think it's called Agent Orange or something, but it wiped it right off, thank God. But if you got it on this, you'd never get it off. So this one is the A-sub. So we're gonna put it down exactly like we did the others. Tape it down. All right, pushing it in. And then here. was the A sub. Okay, this one's the A sub that's ready. So let's go ahead and take a look at this one. We'll go ahead and pull off our paper. And it did go through, see how much it went through, and so I'm glad I had an extra piece on top. And we'll go ahead and reveal this one, and this one again is the A sub. Okay, so A sub has a lot of ink release, but did it have as much as the others? We will see. And then the print is beautiful, very, very vibrant. So we're going to compare all these and see what we think. Okay, so you're not going to see my face right now, but I want you to be able to get a good close look at what we did. So the first one we did was the Bees Tees, and this is the paper. You can see there was a lot of ink release. And then this is the design, which turned out gorgeous. Can you see that? Love the colors. It did. It turned out really great. It's very vibrant. Love it. Okay, so that's the Bees Tees. We're going to keep all these together so we can compare. This is the HTVRONT. HTVRONT has a lot of color release, as you can see. And then this is the HTVRONT. It's vibrant, it's beautiful. Bees Tees, vibrant, beautiful. And then this is the A sub, which had a lot of ink release, but I don't think as much as the others. And this is like the most popular paper that people use. And I would say the print is vibrant, but not nearly as vibrant as the other two, which is surprising to me because this is what I've always used. Was my favorite paper. Okay, so then I have the Die Master paper. It's called Die Master. I didn't even print off of it. It's a weird feeling, and it also clogs my sublimation machine. So the kangaroo paper is, for me, not as vibrant, and if I get the 8.5 by 14, it clogs my machine. If I use the 8 by 11, it'll do okay, but I don't like it. It's just not bright. And so let's do this. All right. So Bees Tees, HTVRONT, and A sub. Let's compare all the paper. Okay, so this is Bees Tees. And I think what I'm going to do is move you up so you can see. So let's compare. All right, Bees Tees, HTVRONT, and A sub. I would say that Bees Tees and HTVRONT had about the same amount. No, I would say Bees Tees looks like it had the most ink release. What do you think? This is Bees Tees, definitely, because you can still see all those dots. You can't really see them on the Bees Tees, but that whole line is gone there. So I would say Bees Tees wins with ink release. All right, and then I would say next would be HTVRONT, and then in last place with ink release, of all things, A sub, which is the most popular paper that people use. So weird. Okay, so then we want to know which one is the most vibrant. So, to be fair, I'm going to put a piece of white paper behind each. This is the first time I've ever used her paper, but I've been a member of her group for a long time. I think since the beginning. Okay, so we've compared, and I think Bees Tees has the most ink release because on these, I can see all the dots. And especially on the A sub. I mean, A sub didn't have much ink release at all, which is weird. Okay, so let's see which one we think is the most vibrant. This is Bees. What do you think? It's pretty vibrant. I picked a weird print because it's like tan sand color with flip-flops, but the flip-flops should be bright colors. So there's bees. HTVRONT is really vibrant, I will say. Pretty vibrant. And then A-Sub is vibrant, but not as, I would say, okay, so this is HTVRONT. Oh no, this one is A-Sub. I would say A-Sub, not as vibrant as the others, which is, I honestly thought A-Sub would win. But in ink release, not as good as the others. And in vibrancy, it's just not as vibrant as the others. There's no two ways about it. It's not. So A-Sub came in third place. Now, let's see. I would say, let me move A-Sub out of the way because it came in third. We have the HTVRONT and we have bees. Which one do you guys think? I don't know. I think I really don't know. They're pretty close. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Give me your vote. I'm thinking HTVRONT may be the most vibrant is what I'm thinking. This is the HTVRONT. It's pretty darn vibrant. And it had a lot of ink release. I don't think ink release really matters, but maybe it does. I don't know. I'm not like an expert on that. And then bees had the most ink release, and hers is really, really, really vibrant. They could be tied. I don't know, you guys. What do you think? Either way, I think you couldn't go wrong with either of these papers. So from now on, I'm not buying A-Sub anymore. I am only gonna buy Bees Tees or HTVRONT. I get my HTVRONT from Amazon, so it's pretty easy to get. Bees, I ordered directly from Bee, and I love it. I don't have any complaints about it at all. It's not that I don't like the A-Sub, it's just when you put the A-Sub up against the others, you can see it's just not as vibrant. It's just not. So, I don't know. I'm thinking maybe HTVRONT is more vibrant than Bees Tees, but they could be a tie. I mean, look at this flip-flop right here. Pretty darn vibrant. And then when you look at it over here on Bees, it's really vibrant. So either way you go, you can't go wrong with these. And I think you do well with either one. I would say stay away from Dye Master. Doesn't print well, and it is not vibrant at all. Kangaroo for me is not vibrant. If you like it, great. So HTVRONT, Bees Tees, A-Sub, I bought all this with my own money. Nobody's sponsoring me. So it's just my personal opinion. I like HTVRONT and I like Bees Tees. I like A-Sub before I did this comparison, but now I think I will stick with one of these. Check it out for yourself. Do your own little comparison and see which one works for you. What works best for someone might not be the best for you. So if you liked this video, give me a thumbs up. Like and subscribe for more videos like this. My next video, I'm going to be doing DTF on sublimation. So stay tuned for that, and thanks for joining. Have a wonderful day and have fun sublimating.